Yesterday, I watched Ironheart. This is a series on Disney Plus, and the main character, a young woman, gets into some serious trouble. The people in her life want to help her, and during the series, she gets asked, "Are you okay?" a lot. She lies every single time. She never tells them how she really is. Why? Hi, I'm Miriam Bross, and welcome to Emotional Intelligence for Life. So, this main character is in trouble. The people around her want to help her, and they ask, "Are you okay?" This is a very common question. We all ask this question a lot. We are taught to ask it. And yet, it rarely works well. People rarely answer honestly when they do need help. Why is that? Well, the first issue is with the question itself. It's such a common question that people automatically say, "Yeah, sure, I'm fine." Sometimes we don't even think about it anymore. The next part is, when do people ask it? In this series, Riri's mother, so Riri is the main character, her mother asked her once while they were standing in the hallway of a rental building, so all the neighbors could hear them. Of course, Riri lied and said, "Yeah, I'm fine. Would you want to talk about your problems in the hallway?" Another thing was they would ask her on the way out or when she had to leave somewhere. So there was no time, no actual time. They would ask her standing in doorways. Doorways signal to the mind it's time to leave. There was no settled atmosphere, no grounding, nothing. So she lied a lot. Now, these characters tried to help her because she was very obviously in trouble. What about you? How can you ask somebody? How can you offer help to someone who is in distress? My number one rule is never ask that question. Never ask, "Are you okay?" This is such a common question, and it's asked so casually, so often, that we are all really very trained in just saying, "Yeah, sure, I'm fine," without even thinking about it. That's why this question, I'm just not doing it anymore at all. Now, you can ask other questions, but how do you do that to make sure that the person actually feels comfortable talking to you? Number one, you have to feel calm and centered and grounded. Until you are calm and centered and grounded, there is really no way you can even help anyone. Why? When you are agitated yourself, even just a little bit, you might just be irritated about something that happened in the morning. Doesn't matter. As long as your mind, even just a part of your mind, is busy being annoyed or angry or afraid or worried about something else, you are not really here. You can't really listen. And people who are in trouble, what they really need is somebody to listen. So, if you genuinely want to help someone, make sure that you are grounded and calm first. That's the first one. If you are not in the state, there's really no point whatsoever offering help to a person. It can actually be harmful. Think of all those times somebody asked you, "Are you okay?" and you couldn't actually answer honestly because of the way they asked, because of the situation, etc., etc. What does this do over time? It trains us into not sharing. Every single time somebody asks us, "Are you okay?" and we feel like we have to say, "Yes, I'm fine," even though it's a big fat lie, we practice lying, especially with this particular question. Okay, so number one, if you want to help somebody, make sure that you are grounded. Number two, when do you ask? Very important. Timing is essential. You gotta have time to allow the person, the space to talk about it. So don't ask while you're on your way out. Don't casually ask while you're doing the dishes, Pick a time when you have this space. So when you can sit down with a person and really sit with them, and maybe even sit in silence together for 10, 15 minutes, if that's what it takes for them to feel comfortable enough to speak. So, you need a time block if you genuinely want to help someone. And then number 3, where do you ask? It should be an invitation. So if you go to somebody else's place, to the place of somebody who is in distress, so if you go to someone's room, if this is your child, or if it's a roommate and you know they need help, or if it's a partner and they've withdrawn, so they have actively left your presence, hunting them down is not a good idea. It should be an offer. So you can say something like, if you want to talk, I'm right here. Go into an open space. If you have a living room, go into the living room and say, I'll be right here for the next hour. Come and talk to me. I would really like to know what is going on. You are clearly in distress and I would like to help you. Come and talk to me. Create a safe space. And then when they do come and talk to you, your job is not to fix. It's to just listen. That's number 1. You can ask afterwards, before you respond. Do you want me to help you fix this? So do you want me to take action with you or for you? Do you want me to give you advice? Or do you want me to just be here, to just listen? And then you do that. And that's how you actually help. All right. Thank you for watching this video to the end, because it means you genuinely care about other people, and that's a wonderful thing. And I know it will be so much easier for you too. Because very often when we ask, how are you? Are you okay? Somewhere deep down, we kind of want them to say, yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Because we have been trained into helping people, and that's not actually helpful. When you ask from this place of thinking you have to help, you're not helping anyone. That's why rule number 1 is so important. Take care of yourself first. Now that you know that, I know you will. All right. If you find this helpful, click like, consider subscribing if you want to see more. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just post them in the comments. I do eventually reply. Have a wonderful day.